first picture interlobular artery and then giving rise to afferent arteriole. See this right here? It says afferent arteriole. What does that afferent arteriole contain? Juxtaglomerular apparatus. What's the name of the receptor on the JGA? It's called beta 1 receptor. Responsible for releasing whom? Oh, responsible for releasing renin. Here's a DCT. So here's my descending, ascending DCT. On the side of the DCT, we have what? The macula densa. What is it going to sense? It's only going to sense the electrolytes in the urine. Which electrolytes? Sodium and chloride, period. Macula densa senses whom? Urine. Juxtaglomerular apparatus, who does it sense? Oh, the pressure in the afferent arteriole. These two will communicate with each other. Now we're going to get more interesting. What's this called? What does that mean? The tubular referring to the DCT, the glomerular referring to the glomerular capillary, or here, the glomerular afferent arteriole. So let's walk through this a little bit. Now we're going to get really neat. I want you to give your patient, an elderly man, 70 years of age, atherosclerosis, and down in the kidney. Is it going to cause arterial, arteriolo, or capillary damage? If you tell me capillary, I don't even know what to do with you. If it's atherosclerosis, it is definitely going to cause renal arteriostenosis, not arteriolo and not capillary. We discussed that over and over and over. Next, picture the renal artery undergoing stenosis. What's going to happen to perfusion to the kidney? It decreases. This is not good. The kidney doesn't like this, right? So what's going to happen? As you decrease the perfusion through the kidney, the juxtaglomerular apparatus is then going to sense that. But before that happens, I need to walk you through more detail. Here's the details that you must know. What happens to your GFR in renal arteriostenosis? Does it increase or decrease? It decreases. Good. Literally have atherosclerosis, causing decreased perfusion. Next, I want you to follow through. Decreased filtration of sodium and chloride. So you're going to come all the way through here, and the macula densa is going to do what? It's going to sense decreased sodium and chloride delivery. Next, what does it do? It's going to immediately then communicate with the afferent arteriole. It is. Now, the first thing that it'll do is a reflex. What does a reflex mean? No communication with the brain. No communication with any other organ except locally. It's like the enteric nervous system, right? Reflexes. No communication with the brain. So right there, the macula densa sensing decreased sodium and chloride delivery. Why? Decreased GFR. Why? Renal arteriostenosis. Is it going to tell the afferent arteriole to vasodilate or vasoconstrict? Which book to study for pathology? If you have all the time in the world, about 5 years, then yes, maybe perhaps Robbins or Rubin. For step 1, not at all. If you want to become a pathologist, then yes, Robin and Rubin, perhaps. But if you truly want to know about pathology, then pick up Baron and Bopap, because that's your pathophysiology. There is no such thing as physiology. There's no such thing as pathology. There's such a thing as pathophysiology. Rubin and Robin doesn't do enough physiology to get your questions right. If you want to know everything about pathology, then you do that. They'll recommend Pathoma? Sure, at least he does pathophysiology. They'll recommend Boards and Beyond? Sure, I'll give you that because he does pathophysiology. Gone are the days in which you stick to one book. You have to find at least or Rapid Review with Dr. Gullia, my mentor. Rapid Review, probably the best. It's only 650 pages. It might take you about 6 months. Is it worth it? Yes. Because once again, pathophysiology. So get away from thinking that you have to become a specialist. You have to integrate everything. You pick a resource that integrates everything. How do I know? Go to your forums. For Pete's sakes, social media. That's what tells you what you need to know. Join a forum of step 1. I'll be there. Dr. Rubish will be there. Dr. Doherty will be there. You need to study smart. It's not about how hard you work. It's how intelligent do you work. So you just went through all of Robbins. It took you 3 weeks. What about anatomy? Are you going to read Gray's Anatomy? Oh, that takes another 3 weeks. Are you going to read behavioral science? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Are you going to pick up MIMS or whatever from micro? Impossible. That's why we become more and more important. So we integrate everything. Are you going to pick up, what's the one for pharmacology? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you pick a resource that links everything constantly. Now, if you need further detail on that particular topic, then you use them as references. Even for Becker, when we did our pathology, a lot of times I had to put in so much information in the Becker pathology book that I had to say that this is for reference. because review, we just didn't have time. So be smart about how to study. Make sure you take MBMEs. What are MBMEs? The practice USMLE exams, old ones, that you can pay $45 to $50. Take them all. And that will be your best indicator. What about UWorld? Sure, do it. But if you've done UWorld 3 times, of course your score on a block is going to be 80%. It doesn't mean that you're going to do 80% on the boards. You take an MBME, we'll talk more about that. An MBME, you must at least score 500 on MBME. What is an MBME? It's a 4-hour exam, an abridged version of the USMLE. You score 500, then you're ready to take the exam within 3 weeks. You score 400, please wait, because you don't even know if you're going to pass your step 1. That's your best indicator. Everything else, people just love to talk because they just do. You do what's proven statistically. How do I get that information? Speak to us. We've been doing this for too long. All right, let's continue. Exactly. Here we have, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, so you dilate the afferent arteriole. Very good. That's a tubular glomerular feedback. It is. So you're going to get a wealth of information, aren't you? Not just in forms of information and content, but also how to approach the exam. You know, if you don't know what track that you're going to race on, and if you don't study the track, how are you going to win? You know what I'm saying? The best race car drivers are the ones that study every single crack of that particular course. We are the ones that'll give you where to find those cracks and potholes on that racetrack, so that you, when you make that turn at 200 miles per hour, that you don't get a flat tire. That's why we're here. It's serious business. It really is. I mean, to get into residency program, you need a 240. 227 is competitive in the US, and that is rising every single month. So you being where you are, at least get a 240 so you can get into proper internal medicine or even family practice or whatever that you want. You know what I mean? And then from there, the sky's the limit. All right, let's continue discussion. So that's one possibility of afferent arteriole. What's another possibility? The other possibility is that the macula densa is going to sense decreased sodium and chloride being delivered. It's going to tell the juxtaglem apparatus through the beta 1 receptors, please release the renin, please, because vasodilating the afferent arteriole was inadequate. And then it's going to release renin. The first A in RAS is angiotensin 2. And you know that angiotensin 2 works in the efferent arteriole to vasoconstrict.